All right, I want to welcome everybody to the first version of how to share Trunited and how to get started with Trunited. I'm really excited to be sharing this. One, because I love simplicity. I love being able to share something with someone, no matter where they come from, their background, education, that they can get the same result as someone that's been here for 12 months or 2 years or 3 years, or whether they've been here 1 week. That's what we're about to share with you, is because by following these steps that we're going to share with you in the next few minutes, it will help you launch whatever you want to do. Do you want to save some money? Do you want to make some money? Do you want to make a little bit and offset some expenses, or sending a child to private school, or maybe have a couple extra vacations with your family? Or are you looking something to build what I call generational wealth? Now, you ask, maybe, what is generational wealth? Generational wealth is when you can leave stuff to your great-great-grandkids and they actually know your name, your full name. And so here's what I'm going to share with you tonight, is how to share Trunited. This is something that we've been using for several weeks now. This isn't something that we just pulled out of the hat that we hope that hypothetically is going to work. It's absolutely working. I have used a system similar to this with 2 other companies myself, and have seen amazing results because it keeps it simple, and it has saved me from myself of not talking too much. So with that being said, first thing I want to share with you is a story of what just happened 3 days ago. I got a phone call. It was actually from Casey Lockhart. He said, "Hey, I need to put you on the phone with someone." And I said, "Very good." I said, "Who is it?" And he told me who it was. And so we jumped on the call and found out this guy's had a lot of experience in the industry. But here's what's caught his attention. What caught his attention is there was a single mom that has never built anything in network marketing that he knew. She just knew that he had been around, but here's what she did. She sent him a video. That's all she did. She said, "I'm really excited about something I just saw. I'm sure you'll understand it." And she sent him a video, and he said, that was enough to grab my attention. He says, if it had been another leader sending something to me from another company, I may not have opened it. But because she sent it to me with her excitement, knowing that she's never been around this industry, he said it had my curiosity enough to open it. And when I opened it, he said, I couldn't believe what I saw. So immediately he wrapped around, started looking for more information, and had a great phone call with him Friday. So that's the power of where we are right now, of letting the videos do the work and the exposure, and then watch what happens. Now, you can't use this system. Well, you can. You need to use this system for a period of time. All right, and I will use it for the rest of my career with Trunited, because it keeps it simple. But what happens, a lot of people will jump in, they'll use it a couple times, it doesn't work for them, and then they're gone. Allow us to work with you. This is just version 1 of what we're going to share with you. We've got some things that we're going to implement. There's some new things coming, and we'll get those in here. But what I want to get in with you right now is, just like it says, if you can use Facebook Messenger, make a phone call, or send a text, you can build Trunited. And this is 6 duplicatable steps to share with your team. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this, it's not to give you marching orders, but I'm sharing with you what we've been doing without it written on paper. It's just this has been kind of the sequence of how things have happened. And so, and we're very blessed that we've got a really good friend with us here in Trunited named Richard Petrillo out of Phoenix, Arizona, that is very creative about putting this stuff together. I sent him a rough draft, and he did amazing putting this together. So Richard, thank you very much. But let's jump right into it. 6 duplicatable steps to share with your team. This is so simple, but it's powerful. Number 1, you can call, text, or private message someone. It depends on what you're comfortable with. If you're really comfortable about calling someone, call them. And then all you got to do is ask them a couple things. You're going to see here option A, option B, that depending on what you want to ask them, it's okay, because both of them are working. Option A, this is a shopping platform with a really cool profit sharing. Or, I'm sorry, let me back up. So step 1 is, have you heard of Trunited? So you can call and ask them that, text them that, or Facebook message them that. And ask them this question: have you heard of Trunited? And like it says right here, it doesn't matter if it's yes or no. The majority of the time it's going to be no. But what you want to do is, this is where you want to get into option A or option B. And copy and paste this. Don't try to come up with anything on your own. Just copy and paste this right here. Put it in a text message or read this to them. And just say it's a shopping platform with a really cool profit sharing program. Do you shop online or at Amazon? Have you ever been paid back in cash for purchases that you've made? And right here it says, and this is one that Stace Falk's been using. It said, everyone I have asked that has said no. My next question is, if I could show you a way to earn back on items you're already currently buying, would you like to know more? And this is where it gets good. You don't have to explain this to them. Or option B, this is one that I've used, because I've sent, and again, it kind of depends on who you're sending it to. If you're not sure who the person is, don't worry about it. But if you know that they've been in the industry and network marketing before, I like this, and it says, I've been working with a gentleman who went from 0 to 350 million in the last 6 years, disrupting the dental industry by bringing value to families by offering half-price dentistry. And he's about to disrupt e-commerce online, applying the same principles. And oh, did I mention he's only 39 years old? That's the one I like. I've sent that to a lot of people I've known that's been in the industry, and it grabs their attention. But here's step number 2. Do you have time to watch a short video? So let me explain to you what this video does real quick. You can pick one of these 3 videos, and the reason I say that, because these 3 videos have been working perfectly as the first exposure. Now, why do I say that? A lot of people miss the meaning of sending this video. See, this video is just to break the ice. That's all it's there for. It's not there to explain Trunited from A to Z. All that is there for, it's kind of like a trailer to a movie. Did it intrigue you enough that you wanted to go see it or know more? That's all it's for. And see, that's where people miss it in our industry. They want as soon as you say, yeah, they want to jump on and they want to blah, 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 and tell you everything that they know. Okay? But here's what happens. People look at you and they think, man, that makes sense. And I'm sure that'll make money, but I can't do what that person just did. But all we've done so far is asked them, have you heard of Trunited? Gave them a little information. Ask them, do they have time to watch a short video? Pick one of these 3 and send it to them. Because here's probably what they're going to say. Well, that sounds cool, but it really didn't tell me a lot. And that's when you say, great. Are you open to hear more information? And if they say yes, then send them one of these videos. So this is a recorded webinar, either Mike Popovich's or even myself. And we're going to add more videos to this, more webinars to this. As we get more webinars and we go in there and watch them and it's hitting the points that we want in there to share, we're going to put that in there, and then you have a choice of something that you want to send to somebody. But the cool part is that you're going to get the same answers. You're going to get the same, description of what is Trunited every time, spot on, without having to miss a beat. Let them watch this. I do it myself. I don't get on and explain Trunited anymore. I'll come in here and I'll send them a video, because what I want to know is, are they going to watch that? See, this is kind of a sifting and sorting for myself. If they take the time to watch that video, then what that means is, then I need to go answer maybe some more of their questions. If they don't watch the video, maybe they're not really interested right now. It may not be no, N-O. It may be no, K-N-O-W. They don't know enough to maybe answer any questions. But I'll send that webinar to them right then. And then my next follow-up is, what intrigues you the most? Saving money on things that you already do, at places you already go to, or saving money and making money by sharing with others? And I listen for their answer. Because here is a very, very important step right here on step 4. And this is where I want you to really listen closely. On step 4, what intrigues you the most? This right here is going to tell you what they want to do. But here's where people miss it in business. Here's where they miss it in network marketing. Here's where they miss it in traditional business. when they ask a question, they answer it, then they try to lead them somewhere else. If they tell me that they just want to save money, I'm going to skip step 5 and 6, and I'm going straight to how you get started with Trunited. So I'm going to say that again. If they say saving money, I'm not even going to ask. I'm not going to go through step 5. I'm not going to go through step 6. I'm going to go straight over to how to get started with Trunited, because they said saving money. Now, they may want to make money, but we'll cover that when we get to the other side, when we get to how to get started. If they say making money, I'm going to say, you know what, Arnold, I feel the same way. You know, let me ask you a question. Could you replace some items that you normally use for financial freedom? And I'll wait for an answer. And see, this is all done in order for you to help you get them. I mean, we're not trying to sell them. All we're trying to do is qualify. Do they want to save money or do they want to make money? And if they want to make money, we're qualifying them right now on how to go help them get started. Number 6, do you want to build big or small? So many people are afraid to ask this question, but there's a lot of importance behind this question, and it's a very simple question. And I promise you, the more you ask it, the easier it's going to get. Do you want to build this big or small? The reason why I ask that is I need to know when I take them over to get started, and am I going to show them how to qualify to match on somebody for 30 points, or I'm going to show them our level of excellence of 100. I don't want to push them. I want them to give me their answer so I know where to help them get started. Does that make sense? All right. Now, the rest of this information is just some other information that you can sit. If you're with somebody, you can give them some visuals. I love here how to disrupt a $35 billion industry. This right here is a great visual for you to be able to print out and walk them through some of that process, the power of 10. It's very powerful. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, it's really, and there's additional scripts right here that that's been working for Stace. And so, like I said, this is just version 1. This is just version 1. So that's how to share Trunited. I mean, that's about as simple as you can get. And I know when you look at that, it's like, wow, you know, and some are going to, here's what we're going to say. Some may be rolling their eyes right now, right? And let's keep this real tonight. Some may be rolling their eyes right now and going, okay, is that it? Some are going to look at this and going, you know, this is doable. And some are going to take this and they're going to run and they're absolutely going to kill it. All right. We have built teams of hundreds of thousands of people using something like this right here. But here's where it goes into the next phase of how to share Trunited. So let's pull this one down. Let's pull this one up. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you, this is probably one of the most important parts of Trunited. And I'm going to keep this real tonight. Like I said, we're going to leave. This is being recorded. We're going to pull this back up, and you can review it. I'm only going to leave this up for a short period because I want to break it down on some of these parts of what we're doing here. But how to get started building with Trunited. And I'm going to keep it real tonight. Again, if you're on here tonight, you're probably here because you want to build just like I do. You want to help others build just like I do. But here's what we've got to do. We've got to keep it real. How many times have you had somebody come to you, nobody on my team is doing anything? How many times have you heard, nobody on my team is buying anything? All right? We've all heard it. You know, when I saw some of the numbers in here in the very beginning, I was blown away because I did this completely wrong. And I'm going to say it again. I did this completely wrong. I did not slow down to share with people. I wasn't walking them through the steps to help them get started because I assumed, okay? And now we're going to keep this PG-13, but you know what happens when you assume, okay? I assumed that people would see what I saw, that they would come in here with a free profile on a multi-million-dollar platform to save money and put it back in their pocket. But so many people are skeptical today because they've been in a bad situation, or maybe they didn't have good leadership. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you what, we have great leadership. We have great Dr. Nico is amazing the money that he has put up here and continuing to put up to help us. A lot of things that are not said, that go unsaid, that some of us accidentally maybe are privileged to hear. It's amazing what he's doing behind the scenes to put an opportunity here for us for long term. So let's get into how to get started, how to use this part of it in a very efficient and effective way. After you go through the process, and let me pull this back up here for just a second, because I think some of this is important to have them both up on this part. Because if you get down here to step number 4, and it says, what intrigues you the most, saving money or making money? If they say saving money, I'm coming right over here to step 1 and helping them set up their account. Now, there's a couple different ways you can do this here. There's a couple ways that, different leaders, different connections feel differently about doing this. You do what's comfortable for you. I'm going to share with you what works for me. And we go from there. But if they say saving money, I skip step 5, skip step 6, come right over here to step 1, help them set up their account. Number 2, but something that I won't miss, because we get paid for creating brand awareness. I'm going to walk them through brand awareness. Step number 2. But step number 1, let me go back for step number 1. You can send them a link and they can sign up. I did that in the very beginning. Kevin and I both did. We signed up a bunch of people that did a bunch of nothing, okay? But the ones that we slowed down and really got on the phone with are still here today. And what did we do is we just shared with them exactly what we did. But anyway, we helped them set up their account. And again, you can do this by you putting them in and walking them through the process, or staying on the computer with them as they're walking through the process and seeing how this is done. You pick what works best for you, but help them get it set up. Step number 2, create brand awareness. See, here's what we do. We get paid to create brand awareness. That's what separates us. Kevin just did a video yesterday, and it makes so much sense. Look, what if you could have gotten involved in the very beginning with Amazon? Do you buy from them? Do you get paid back from them? What if you could have? There's a lot of brands on there that are $1 million brands today. How did they become $1 million brands on Amazon when nobody knew them? Somebody in the beginning or somehow was creating brand awareness. And a lot of it's you and I, because we'll have a product, somebody asks us, and we'll tell them. Well, here's an example right here. Here's a perfect example of natural and organic purity versus who knows what's in most commercial brands. So see, purity and that's where we go through there and we talk to them just a little bit about just maybe a couple products. You got to find what something is good for you. But when you look through here, and this is something my wife did for months ago when we were comparing, and she goes, wow, look at the difference here. And she actually did this, and said, hey, you might want to use this. But it's a great visual to share with people because it's yours versus ours, black and white. Look at the price difference. One's organic versus the other. Anyway, you just go into it and share with them. But this is where step 2, creating brand awareness, and step 3 is where people are missing it with Trunited. So this is where we're going to slow down. We're going to share some of this. But here's the other part of this. And here's the thing. You can read this to them. Right here it says, we have dozens of ways for you to replace some of your everyday items with things that will pay you back. And I can't think of anyone better than Barb Popovich to do this. This is a Facebook Live that they did, and we were so blessed to be able to grab that, put it into a Vimeo so that everybody could watch it, because she's walking through what she normally does on a day with her products and starts explaining some of these big brand products that pay us back the most. These are ones that we're creating brand awareness. These are products that are on Amazon, that some of the products that I'm personally using right now, they're also sold at the vitamin shop. So watch that video right there, because Barb does a good job, but give that video to them and let them watch that to have some exposure. And what you're going to see right here is find the things that you love, get paid back, and build loyalty all at the same time. See, here's where it comes. You heard that term, push play, get out of the way. Let them talk about the products, because I promise you, Barb does a fantastic job. And so after we start building a little bit of creating some brand awareness of what's out there, then we get into step number 3. All right. This is the most important step out of everything that you're going to do. And I'm going to say it again. This is the most important step out of everything that you're going to do, is right here. Show them what you did. Now, we're going to change the verbiage on there to show them what you do, because did is past tense. So we're going to get a little word changed on this one. Show them what you do. Show them how you earn. And so let's go here. If they just want to save money, show them how to shop and earn money back. So remember what I said. Remember what I said with, we don't even need to talk about matching. We don't need to talk about any of that. If they just want to shop, to shop and save money, we just want to show them exactly what you're doing to do that, how you're earning money back. B, if they want to make money, show them how to shop, share, and earn. That's where it comes into, but you need to show them what you've done. See, this is actually Richard's account right here, where he went to Hallmark e-cards, Walmart, the vitamin shop. These are things that he's doing. Look at the hotel travel up here. So, and I promise you, he's got a lot of people shopping on his hotel link right now that he's sharing with others. But you have to share with them what they're doing. This is the number 1 step right here. The next step, if you really want to have an explosion with your connections and help them to really have success, this is a step that we cannot miss. You've got to sit down and share with them what you're doing. If you want to know ways to do it, we've got another thing that I've used last year and we're going to bring back. It's called a True Lookbook. It's print all the stuff off that you've been buying, put it in a binder, and show it to them. And we can show you even a way to do that online. Step number 4. Step number 3. The reason why I said this is so important is you're going to show them what you did, but here's the other part of this, and this is what's going to make the difference, is help them make their first purchase through the Big Rewards brands. Now, you heard me talk about, do you want to build it big or small? You heard this. Look on this other side over here. Step number 6. Do you want to build it big or small? All right. To me, building it small is qualifying for 30 points to be able to match on someone else. So I'm going to take them to the Big Rewards brands, and I'm going to show them how to earn 30 points immediately so that they can match on others. If they want to build it big, I'm going to show them that our level of excellence, Mike Popovich started this, our level of excellence is 100 points. My very first full month was 100 points. It wasn't because somebody told me to. It's just because we just jumped in there and did it. And I don't want to talk about what my points are on a monthly basis, but they're more than 100. See, I don't care. And yes, I did say I don't care if you've got 300 points, 100 points, 500 points. The thing is, have consistency with your points and utilizing this platform for any purchase that you can. Try to Trunite it so that you can share with others what you're doing, because guess what they're going to do? They're going to do what you do. They're going to do what you do. That's why step 3 is so important. Show them what you do. Help them make their first purchase. So, and especially right now, coming into the end of the month, because that's when Kevin and I made our first purchase, was at the end of the month in April of 2017. Still really didn't know what we had our hands on. I'm going to be very honest with you. But those points converted over into money, and that was enough proof of concept. $2.21 got us excited to go share And that has led into a lot of points over the last 12 months. Now, that's step number 3. Step number 4 is be a tour guide. Walk them through the website and the main points of interest. Show them the wall and all it has to offer. So you don't have to explain anything and everything about Trunited. All right? Because if somebody wants something bad enough, they're going to go through there and they're going to figure it out. Just like I did, just like Kevin did, and a lot of you that are listening right now. Click on it. There's nothing you can screw up in there. So click on it. Go back through it. Figure it out. And when you have answers or questions, I'm going to tell you, we've got some of the best support here. Mike Sharbo is one of the main reasons that our team has grown as fast as it has, because as we were growing, he was explaining. Thank God. Because I have not really been part of a product company. I've been a service company. But he came in and answered questions. But here's what we did, is we created excitement. That's what we're going to do right now, doing what I'm sharing with you with these steps. We're just here to create excitement. All the details will work themselves out. We have plenty of support, plenty of Trunited connections that you can jump on one of our pages and ask a question, and you're going to get probably 3 or 4 variations of answers. But just know who's engaged and pay attention to that person. The wall should be a daily place to visit each time they come to the Trunited website, because there's great deals there. There's things that come up, just like, people were freaking out the other day when Home Depot went away. All right. But what they didn't know was Home Depot was changing who their clearinghouse was. So in other words, because what happens, and here's what I want you to understand, here's what happens. When you leave Trunited and go to Home Depot to shop, Home Depot sends that money to a clearinghouse, and the clearinghouse sends it over to Trunited. Well, they were changing clearinghouses, so they had to come off the site. People were freaking out. Oh no, what's happening to Trunited? Nothing, because here's what happened. Home Depot came back on with a new clearinghouse and almost doubled what they're paying back. I mean, can we get a boom baby on that one? So, because we do a lot of business through Home Depot. But go to the wall to get that information. Great, great place to go get information. Step number 5, stay connected. See, there's a couple things that we have here. One, the Legend Zone. The Legend Zone is something, it's a creation that is here to keep you informed of people who are like you and I. This is where I'm coming in and I'm interviewing people, and not just big leaders, okay? But I want anybody and everybody that has a passion for Trunited to have an opportunity to come in here and be interviewed on the Legend Zone to tell your story of why. Why are you engaged? Why are you doing what you're doing? Because your story will impact somebody else. When they know who you are, your background. So in other words, what do you do? Are you in real estate? Or are you a stay-at-home mom? Are you a single mom? Are you a single dad? Are you a veteran? What are you doing? And share with others why you're excited to be here. And then get connected on one of the Facebook groups. Now, I didn't put our Facebook groups on here because I wanted to keep it generic, with the exception of Trunited Nation. But if you're part of one of these groups, we have TrueFam, we have Team Build, and there's a bunch of other, Trunited Facebook pages. Get connected in those. Stay connected, because this is what's going to help you. And I wish I knew who came up with this right here. It only works if you use it. Okay, because listen, here's what happened. Years ago, I about got kicked out of school for copying. Now I get paid to copy. So I don't know who it came from. I just love to give them credit for it. But this is a great, picture that they put out that I saw out there on one of the pages and snagged it because it's so true. It only works if you use it. So ladies and gentlemen, I told you I was going to try to keep this to 30 minutes. I appreciate you joining us tonight. We're going to come in here and break this down more, but I'm going to have these posted here in the next few minutes on the page for you to pull down and use. just keep up with the new documents that are coming out. This is version 1. We're going to be coming out, with more, as we've got some other things that's going to be released here in the next few weeks that we'll add to this, that's going to complement how to share Trunited and how to get started. So I really appreciate you guys joining us tonight.